How does it have to go to get to McDonald's? He asked. Good question. I just meant it depends how long it goes on, I said. We need to get back for Freddie and Lily. Jack gave a grunt and turned back to his game. I hadn't meant that at all. I wished I was somewhere else, anywhere but hurtling along the M40. I wished it was that morning before the plumber arrived, or yesterday when we were slumping at home in a lazy Sunday fug, or, better still, drifting along the river on Freya Lily, the scruffy little cabin cruiser we'd bought in a moment of carpe diemness and allowed the kids to name. Yes, take me back 3 weeks to our overnight jaunt up the Thames. Take me back to navy blue water and wavelets capped in silver. Long shadows along the banks, the heady smell of mown grass, and a little island dense with oaks and willows. Someone's tied a rope to the big tree, shouted Freddie, momentarily forgetting his teenage cool. Minutes later, all 3 children were taking it in turns to swing over the river and drop, shrieking, into the water below. I couldn't wait to join them. I rummaged in the hold-all for my costume, pulling out handfuls of clothes in increasing frustration. It wasn't there. Of course it wasn't. I'd forgotten to pack it. I considered the alternatives. Plan 1, skip the swimming. Plan 2, bugger that. I was wearing sensible black knickers and the kids would never notice the difference. I slipped off my shorts and wrestled my bra from under my t-shirt. A girl has to have a dry bra to come back to, even if she's in danger of 2 black eyes in the meantime. Officially bonkers, said Daniel, reaching for the Guardian. Come in with me? Daniel gave me his "what's she asking me to do now" expression, the one where he put his head on one side and his eyes went all squinty sexy. He'd come in with me. I knew he would. He just needed a moment to get used to the idea. Sure enough, here he was, peeling off his t-shirt to reveal his reasonably tanned and toned dad bod. At least he was wearing his trunks. Coaxing the kids out of the river for tea an hour later was a challenge. Hop on board, guys, said Daniel for the 4th time. Time for tea. Jack hauled himself out of the river reluctantly. How can I hop all the way up there? He demanded. I'm not a kangaroo. Don't be weird, said Lily, pushing past him and climbing on deck. You're the weird one. Jack kicked out at her departing bottom. A pause. Then Daniel laughed. Who said you can't hop on board, Jacko? He said. He climbed ashore and stood behind Jack on the bank. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, hop! Jack hopped, and Daniel swung him into a fireman's lift and deposited him on the deck. There you go, 1 kangaroo safely aboard. There was silence, and I held my breath. Which way would Jack go today? Would he laugh or scream? There was no way of telling. Jack began to laugh, and thank goodness for that. As the sun teetered on the horizon, Daniel and I sat at the bow with a bottle of red. I liked how our body language was mirrored, knees hugged to chests, cheeks resting on knees, glasses dangling. Just 2 grammar school kids who found each other way back when and got lucky. Daniel put his arm round me. Look at what we've got, he said. What we've made. His other arm, sweeping around, took in the 2 of us, the kids bickering companionably in their sleeping bags in the cabin, the boat. The adventure's just beginning, I said. One day we'll take Freya Lily all the way to Marlow. Daniel grinned. Think big, Em, he said. Oxford, London, Calais, Gibraltar, transatlantic. I looked at valiant little Freya Lily with the moss around her windows and burst out laughing. Daniel hugged me closer. Give us a kiss, he said, and I obliged. Slowly, sweetly, and we sat together and watched the sun go down. Daniel braked as a white van pulled in front of us. I was back on the M40 and heading into the unknown. That last boat trip seemed a lifetime ago.